Latom. For 7 years, that word has signaled the end of a life and the start of a mystery. As of March 2026, we're standing at the finish line. David Production has just delivered the penultimate episode of Fire Force Season 3, and the internet is currently in a state of collective shock. We started this journey thinking it was a slick, stylish, shonen anime about firefighters with fire powers. We're ending it off with a protagonist who has literally rewritten the laws of the universe. Today we're doing a full series post-mortem. We're looking at the theological horror of the evangelists, the legendary sound design that defined an era, and the truth behind the Soul Eater connection that we all suspected but weren't ready to see animated. So let's dive in. You can't talk about Fire Force without talking about David Production. Coming off the back of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, they brought a visual language to this show that felt expensive. Let's talk about the Fire Force bass boost. That heavy mechanical thud whenever a flame ignited wasn't just cool. It gave the fire a sense of mass. It made pyrokinesis feel dangerous rather than just magic. The production committee made a strategic choice to split Season 3 into two cours, April 2025 and January 2026. This allowed the staff, led by director Tatsuma Miyamoto, to maintain movie-quality animation for the final battle against Hamuyu. We aren't just seeing fire. We're seeing Adolla burst animation that looks like a psychedelic trip into the collective unconscious. What makes Fire Force a top-tier analysis subject isn't just the fights. It's the world building. Atsushi Ohkubo created a world where religion is a weapon. The Holy Soul Temple wasn't just a church. It was a cage designed to feed humanity's despair. The evangelist's plan to turn Earth into a second sun is a literal manifestation of mass suicide, driven by the loss of hope. In Fire Force, perception creates reality. The Adolla physics doesn't apply here. This is why the doppelgangers exist. If the world thinks of you as a monster, Adolla creates a monster version of you. This is the core of Shinra's struggle. He wants to be a hero, but the world sees his nervous smile and calls him a devil. While Shinra is the heart, Arthur Boyle is the soul of the show's absurdity. The fight between Arthur and Dragon, which we finally saw in all its glory earlier this season, is a masterpiece of narrative payoff. Arthur isn't crazy. He's a Cetra-like figure who uses his delusions to tap into the greatest reality. He proved that in a world governed by perception, the man with the strongest imagination is the most powerful. Shinra's journey from a boy looking for his mother to the god of humanity is a subversion of the typical shonen chosen one. He didn't just get stronger, he accepted his devil persona to save a world that hated him. Here it is, the moment that just broke the 2026 anime season. In the latest episodes, we witnessed the birth of Shinra Bansho Man. By merging his soul with his brother Sho and the doppelganger of their mother, Shinra achieved soul resonance, a term every Soul Eater fan knows by heart. He didn't just stop the cataclysm. He realized that a world where people spontaneously combust is too cruel. But the twist. Shinra decided to create a world where death is personified so that people don't have to fear a random fiery end. He created Lord Death. He created the DWMA. He turned Fire Force into a prequel, basically. This is a legendary move by Atsushi Ohkubo. He essentially wrote a 300-chapter origin story for his first major hit. He recontextualizes the sun and moon symbols in Soul Eater from being quirky art to being literal remains of the old world of Fire Force. With Season 3, the final season, wrapping up, it's bittersweet. Ohkubo has stated that Fire Force is his final manga series, and if this is his curtain call, he's going out on the biggest, highest note possible. Fire Force is a story about finding light in the dark, about the power of imagination, and about the resonance of the human soul. Was the Soul Eater reveal everything you hoped for, or do you think it overshadowed the story of Company 8? And be honest, who was the real MVP, Shinra or Arthur? Let's debate it in the comments below. And if you want a full-time breakdown of how the Fire Force world becomes the Soul Eater world, let's get this video to 10,000 likes, and I'll be seeing you on the next step of our journey. Take care, everyone.